find garden cleanup to be extremely satisfying. And you know what? It really just takes elbow grease and some time to get the work done. But at the end of the day, you're not spending a lot of money and you can make a huge impact. So what I have going on right now is this. I am planning my second garden party of the fall. Now, my first one was a smaller one. I said it was kind of a trial run, and it rained. It rained and stormed for the entire day before the party, and then light rain during the party. So yes, we still got to walk around and tour the gardens, but it was a little bit disappointing. I have my second garden party coming up this upcoming Saturday, probably when this video is dropping, and rain is in the forecast again. In fact, this whole week, start Wednesday through Sunday, is all supposed to rain every day as of right now. That is so incredibly frustrating because I don't know how much to do because I may be canceling the party. So instead of thinking in terms of that for right now, I'm just going to focus on getting the work done for myself and feeling satisfied for that garden cleanup. Hi you guys, this is Nicole from My Carolina Garden. My garden is located in Growing Zone 8B and I am in southeastern North Carolina. Now for the last garden party, I decided not to even mess with the greenhouse at all. I didn't think anyone was really going to spend any time in there. And quite frankly, it's still been so hot that I'm not even considering dressing up the greenhouse yet. But here's what we have going on in this space. I still have my dreaded grass in the pathway here. But now we have purchased an actual torch made for this job. So we're going to attempt to do that. Let's see how that goes. And then inside the greenhouse, while I'm not doing a full dress up, I definitely want to get this area looking better because I do suspect with the number of people that I've invited, people are going to want to walk around in here and just see what does a greenhouse look like, you know, the style that I have, what we'll talk about what I store in here and that sort of thing. So I definitely want to clean this space up. And something has happened with my lights because they are dangling in ways that they weren't before. So we're going to fix that as well. Now, as we go this direction, so my banana trees, got obviously some more banana tree fronds that I need to cut off. But my blue boardwalk from this direction is quite messy. Now, honestly, I didn't end up really finishing the end of the boardwalk over here this year because it was just kind of a gross summer, hot and humid, icky. I didn't have any garden parties or people coming to see this space early on, so I just kind of left it. Well, now I got some work that I want to do. So as we come on this boardwalk, this tree right here, which is actually a weed, I've told you about it before. It's called an eastern baccharis. It's something that grows in wetlands in North Carolina, which I have wetlands right behind my house. It was a volunteer. I planted it there and I like that. However, people can't really walk on the path. I'm trying not to give you a direct view to the sun, but they can't walk on the path with this branch hanging in the front. So I got some clipping to do of that. I have some clipping to do of my pygmy date palm. You can see, you know, the fronds turn brown on this. And I have a bunch of those in there. And that's probably from lack of water during a certain period of time. My canna lilies, even though I tried to be on top of their trimming back, they just suffered so much this year between their leaf rollers, which are the bugs that attack them, and also that heat and humidity that affected them with the rust spots on the leaves. So I have to clean some of that off. Holy, this pot really doesn't look nice at all. Let's walk around it so we can get a better view without the sun. My coleus got hecka tall and I let it go to flower because I didn't think I was too concerned about it, but this pot looks wonky. And of course it's hanging over the edge too. So I think I'd like to try to overwinter that spike. This is the really pretty one that's got the multicolored fronds on it. It is quite tall. I may even keep those pieces, but then I believe it's going to act as other cordyline does, and if you clip it back, it'll start some new growth down low. So I do have a combination of both things, some lower growing spikes as well as the two tall ones. Anyway, we're going to see about that, but I think they're pretty cool and I don't really want them to die. So we're going to clean those up. Daylilies, you know how it goes, just the dead foliage around them have to be cleaned up. looking at the poolside gardens that, you know, are this side of the secret garden back there, just cleaning up. I have more banana tree fronds that have to be clipped over here. My gorgeous purple mandevilla has a couple of dead branches on it, probably due to some lack of water. I'm just going to simply clip those, that sort of thing. Because ideally, if we have people hanging out up here, now this is not organized properly yet, but I have party lights and string lights. I have lights in the pool, so when we have jets on, things can look really, really beautiful like that. So if we have people hanging out on the pool patio, obviously I want the area right beside them to look amazing. So blue boardwalk cleanup today, greenhouse cleanup today. Oh my goodness, I am just laughing at the fact that I have more dragon's breath popping up in the ground because it seems to be doing that randomly all over right now. It's hard to tell as the sun is actually coming through the secret garden right now, but it looks amazing back here. This space is great. I might just move a few plants out so that we have a little more room to walk through, because holy cow, look at this sweet potato vine just taking over the pathway right there. So I'm glad that it's big and it looks fabulous, but yep, that's got to move. So this is the kind of tool that we got, and it's actually very funny because it's got the look of a gun right there, clearly. It took 2 seconds to put together. It came with this piece and this piece, that's it. You put them together, propane tank on the bottom of it, and I have not even tried to use it yet, so let's see what happens. I have to say that job would have been a lot more satisfying if it was cold out, but it's hot out, and so now I'm just hotter, but I'm going to leave that alone for a little while and then see how easy it is to dig up the roots. If I'm honest, I would say the jury is still out on using a torch to do something like this. And then the whole reason I wanted to do it was because I have tree roots between the banana trees and my arborvitaes right here. I didn't want to mess with anything else by putting down poison or whatever. But honestly, it's still quite a lot of legwork. I'll still put the link below in case you decide you want to give it a shot just to see. But in my opinion, using propane plus that amount of time, and it's still like I gotta get to the roots, jury's out. So if that's the entrance to the greenhouse, right here on the side, look at how all this is. It's overgrown over my bricks. So I'm gonna weed all that. Now this is basically where I just store all of my extra pots and stuff. I'm not too concerned about that. I don't need to do that kind of clean out right now. But these guys, they gotta go. Why I can't leave well enough alone, but you guys are probably the same way. You start clearing out one area and then you're like, oh, but wait, it looks terrible over here too. So I'm gonna extend my cleanup over to here at least a bit. Let's see how far I get. Was it so hot to do the torching, but it's also so hot to be inside the greenhouse because of course we are not ready to use this at all. But let's take a quick little look at what we've done here. Our pots are organized, our shelf is cleaned off, our weeds are pulled, got everything blown out of here, which was mostly like flower petals dried up from the bougainvillea in here. Now it's not dressed up at all, but remember how gorgeous it has looked for our greenhouse chats. So yes, I look forward to doing that, but not too much because I'm not trying to rush it into freezing temperatures and winter time. So greenhouse area, check. On to the blue boardwalk. So I have numerous things to do on the blue boardwalk. As we said earlier, I will be clipping back this coleus. I will be clipping back these canna lilies, and I also have to cut at least one branch overhanging the blue boardwalk that is in that weedy tree. As you've heard me say a few times already today, what a hot day. So to be doing all this kind of work, holy, I am exhausted and dirty. But I think I got a lot done, which means my next step really, besides like mowing the lawn, kind of essentials, is decorating for the garden party. Understanding that, of course, these things may or may not even get seen depending on how the weather goes. But at least I will have things done for myself at the very least, and I get to show you. I will have to decorate my front porch. I have to decorate my back patio. I have to, or I want to, decorate some things inside of the greenhouse. Of course, from the last garden party, I already have string lights set up. I already have my wind spinners in the ground. I have some of my tabletop arrangements and stuff made. So some things had been done before. Some things will be brand new. And I'm really looking forward to at least that aspect of things. Thanks for sticking with me today. I actually had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Follow me on social media for more little insights and beautiful photos. And until next time, you guys, happy planting.